Hi everyone, so this is going to be another kind of Ask V video. I said I was going to do them monthly and I haven't done one this month, so I've got 5 questions of yours that I'm going to answer here, and let's get started. Before I start though, my nails, what I'm wearing, Barry M Strawberry, then on my lips I've just got a mixture of kind of lip products. My makeup didn't really come out how I wanted it to today. It's just one of those days where it doesn't look very good. My necklace is from Ronwy, as is my top, and they've actually got some sort of Mother's Day promotion thing going on at the moment with discount codes and that, so I'll put that at the end of the video and the links in the down bar. But I'm gonna just start with the questions. I picked 5 and obviously there were more, but I'll answer those in next month's video. But the first one was, if you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be and why? So if I could change one thing about myself, I would definitely change how judgmental and negative I am. I don't know how well it comes across in videos, but I am a very judgmental and a very negative person. I always see the negative before the positive, and I don't tend to really focus on the good things. I tend to always focus on the bad things, and it's not very nice quality, and it makes me miserable and it makes other people miserable. And I'm also very, very judgmental of other people and of what they do and that kind of thing, and it's not a nice quality. I really try and kind of keep that to myself, but it is very difficult, so that is what I would change about myself. Then we have who is your role model / inspiration? So there are plenty of amazing people in the world that are role models, but I think my two would have to be Nigella Lawson and Oprah. Oprah Winfrey, just because she's an absolute genius. She came from nothing and has made herself into one of the most iconic women in the world, and is just amazing and talented and fantastic. Nigella Lawson I really admire because I just think, A, she's beautiful. I know that's not really a reason to admire somebody, but I think she's just gorgeous. Her cooking skills are amazing, the way she just carries herself, the confidence and the sexiness that she exudes, I just think is amazing, and I think she's really talented and smart, and I really, really think she's amazing. So those are my two kind of role models. Not that I think I'm anything like either of those, but yeah, those are my role models. Then we have, what's your philosophy on anti-aging? I have done a video about how to kind of prevent premature aging, and that is kind of my philosophy when it comes to anti-aging. I think the more you worry about it when you're younger and the more you try and prevent it, the less of a problem you're going to have when you're older, and that's really important to me. So make sure you wear sunscreen all the time, make sure you keep your skin clear, so kind of gentle but thorough cleansing and making your skin look bright and nice and that kind of thing is key. And sunscreen, I'm a huge sunscreen advocate, and that's kind of my philosophy. I think if you preserve what you've got now, you won't have as much of a problem in the future, because no miracle cream is going to be able to come along and erase years and years of neglect and damage that you've done to your skin. Then we have first dating advice. I'm not sure if maybe you want me to do a separate video about this kind of and talk about it in more depth, because maybe that might be interesting to some of you, I don't know. But first dates are awkward. They're just kind of a bit crap and a bit embarrassing, and there's not much you can do in terms of prepare yourself apart from make sure that you're wearing something that you feel really comfortable in, and you feel good, you feel like you look good, and you feel confident. And it's very, very difficult to feel confident in that situation, because it is quite nerve-wracking, especially if it's somebody that you really like and you really want it to go well. So I think you need to just try and focus on the fact that, you know, it's going to be fine, it's going to be great, and they're going to love me, and if they don't, that's their loss. That's all you can kind of think about, and try and really listen to what the other person's saying, because I know from experience that when I'm nervous, if someone's telling me something, I will generally kind of divert the conversation back to me, just because that's what I feel comfortable talking about. So try and not do that. Try and listen to what the other person is saying and be really interested and ask a lot of questions. Don't like be like you're in an interview, like what's your first name, what's your last name, where do you live, blah blah blah, how much money do you make. Don't be like that, because that's off-putting. But ask lots of questions, be really interested in them and what they like and their life and that kind of thing, and that always makes a nice impression on people in general, not just in a dating scenario. But yeah, let me know if you want me to do kind of a more in-depth dating video. Not that I'm an expert in the topic at all. And then the last question is it okay to apply your foundation with your fingers? This is a really common thing that people have, because I feel like you watch makeup artists and you watch YouTube videos and that kind of thing, and everyone's always using brushes and we're always talking about the latest brush and that kind of thing. But it is absolutely fine to use your fingers. With some foundations it even works better. I personally don't particularly like using my fingers, because I just feel like I get a nicer finish with a brush. But with things like tinted moisturiser, which is what I'm wearing today, you don't need a brush to do that, and you can any foundation use with your fingers. It's a good indication of the texture of the foundation and how you're going to get on with it. And if you want to use foundation for the first time, always use it with your fingers, because then it kind of teaches you a little bit more about the texture of it and what's going to work best with it, if it's going to work better with a brush or maybe a stippling brush or that kind of thing. But I do prefer brushes in general, just because I prefer the kind of finish that they give. But there is absolutely nothing wrong with using your fingers, and as I said, with some foundations it works even better. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. As I said, if you want any dating videos, then definitely put that in the comments below and let me know, and give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to leave any more questions you've got in the comments below for next month's video, and I'll see you soon.